The hardness in this assignment might be to just understand really what is the problem. Some guys might be confused about what is really the purpose of, or what are these intervals. If you got it correctly, we have here every like a line for an interval, and just would like to check if some number within all the ranges, all the intervals. So it's a matter of checking if I'm here and here and here, and that's all. So in terms of the code, we are going to read the x, and then we are going to read the 3 intervals. And all what we need is to increase the count if I am inside this range, I'm inside this range, and I'm inside this range. That's all. The actual important assignment is the second one, because we would like now to find the intersection of 2 intervals. This is tricky. There are 2 ways to implement this system. The first one is more of trying to list all the test cases and try to observe how to solve it. However, if you thought clearly, you can come up with an easy observation. The observation is as following. The intersection must start at the maximum of the 2 given starts, and must end at the minimum of the 2 ends. If you did that, then you are done. So here I'm just trying to say, if S1 is less than S2, then use S2 because it is a maximum, and use E1 here, E2 if it is the minimum. So now S1 is the maximum between S1 and S2, and E1 is the maximum between E1 and E2. That's all. I'm handling a very special case. If how to know if there are no intersection at all. If E1 is less than S2 or E2 is less than S1, then definitely there is no intersection. So you see here, if 1 to 15 and 20 to 30, the 15 here is before my end is before your start. So this is the moral of these 2 cases. Either my end is before your start or the opposite of that. So this is a handling for a special case to make our life easier. Then observe here about this nice observation. The moral of this assignment is sometimes the same problem can be solved really in many different ways. And some of these problems might be easier to code and sometimes even more efficient to code. So when you are trying to tackle a problem, do not just proceed with the first solution that comes to your mind. Ask yourself, can there be more solutions? Can it be in different ways? It takes time to be a good thinker. It takes time to be a good problem solver. In industry, it isn't about just doing your problem in the same way and solving them in the same way. You should make use of the problem description, the problem constraints, how to tackle it, to think about different solutions. In industry, we have a lot what we call brainstorming. We gather the team together and start to talk about a harder problem, like how to approach it from different angles. This is what really creates awesome solutions. You definitely are using a lot of applications on your mobile and on your system. You're probably using something like Google. You will notice some services are really very efficient and very stable, and you will notice some other are very like memory demanding. You run a game and you notice it's taking all of your mobile memory, for example. The difference here is between guys who care about efficiency and guys who don't care, or which is more common in the industry, guys who cannot. And in this course, I'm trying to equip you with the skills to that, so that you are capable of doing something when you would like to do it. It is very sad that a lot of guys just are the one-way approach. This is due to nature of courses and education that just teach them to go one way. But you have to think about different ways. This what will really create a very strong software engineer. That's all.